don't know. So his friend, in order to humiliate him, not to humiliate him actually, to make him understand that he doesn't know anything. Because the book said that when people want to lie, the best way you can know people lie is when you don't say anything. Just look at them talk. When you're looking at them, they are talking and they get carried away. They start talking. You can make a fool of somebody by not talking. When our leader speaks to us, when he's on air, a lot of people complain. Now he's not on air. A lot of people, more people are complaining. What do you guys want this guy to do? The man talk na wahala, he not talk na wahala. Get as it be. So the story I was telling was Spensky took his friend to a group of people that were studying kind of philosophy, and he took them there because this guy knows too much. He's always talking about things that he knows. People think that they have knowledge when you know the name of the late president and the late general. You know his name, you know when Queen Elizabeth was born and the date. That for them, that is knowledge. They forgot that there's another type of knowledge that is not even very vocal. It's knowledge that comes from within. So they took him to this room and in Russia, it's a place in St. Petersburg, where there were little philosophers sitting down there. People, the common people, the people that they regard as common people. This man is an intellectual. He's a professor in the university. He's a doctor. He's a PhD. So they took him there, and he came in there in the room. First, he didn't feel comfortable there because that wasn't his class, CLASS, quote unquote, his class of the type of place that he's going to sit down. But there were these common men that were sitting down there, and he came in. There were about 7 people in the room, and he came in with his friend, and his friend offered him a seat, and he sat down. And then they were all quiet, exclusively quiet. The room was so quiet, nobody was saying anything. And the intellectual started feeling very uncomfortable. Then he started a conversation in his normal way. He started a conversation. He was talking and talking and talking and talking. Believe me, the man spoke for hours and nobody said anything. They were all looking at him quietly. At a point, he got tired of talking. He got up. Then as he was about to leave, he said, "Thank you for the conversation." Now he left. Conversation with who? He was the one talking. So our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, silence is killing a lot of people. To leave me sincerely. The only thing I put to it is our leader had told us to pray 1 psalm each day. That's what should concern every member of IPOB right now as we speak. That's if I open ask you no me mania. If I open ask you no me mania. Don't start looking for the one as me. I say every day read 1 psalm. And then when you read that psalm, keep every day, change it to 1 until it is finished. Have you noticed that he has not spoken since he said that? This is my personal opinion. I'm not saying that that's what he's observing, but I know. I feel it. So let's stop worrying about what he's saying. If I'm going to ask you, just do what you have been told to do, and let's watch events unfold itself. Yesterday, I received a clip from a friend of mine. He lives up north. Used to be a colleague, all together in music. He sent me something. Unfortunately for what he sent to me, I don't understand the language. Even though I tried my best to follow the script. But this is an Hausa person. I'm sure he's speaking in Hausa language. That is talking about Nigeria generally. His frustration, you will hear his frustration. He's so frustrated. And for those of us who listen to Radio Biafra that speak the Hausa language, I want you to listen to this. And I need you when you call, whoever understands what they are saying, please call me and let us talk about this morning. It's very interesting. I'm sure he was talking about Buhari. He was speaking very harshly to whoever is claiming to be Buhari anyway. So this is very interesting and I need us to listen to it. Like I said, I don't understand what he's saying, but I try to follow the script. Because it's a video. It's a video and it's subtitled. So as he's talking, I'm reading the title. So let's listen to it and see what he's saying.
Ba kai ne ka ce wa Jonathan ya kamata ya resignin saboda ba zaman lafiya a kasar ba? Me yasa kai ba za ka yi resignin ba in ba za ka iya ba? Wannan wani irin ta'addanci ne? Me muke bukata a kasar? Duk abin jin daɗin rayuwa babu, kuma rayuwar ma ba za a bar mu yi ba. Kisa babu gaira babu sabab. jaharka inda ka fito suna zanga-zanga suna cewa Allah ya tsine maka albarka, baka da amfani a gurinsu. Me amfaninka? Menene shugabancin da ake mana a ƙasar? Ina amfanin sojoji da jami'an tsaro da kudaden da ake baku? Matsiyata, maciya amanar ƙasa, maciya amanar al'umma. Allah ya wargaza sha'aninku wallahi idan muku gyara. Wannan wani irin zalunci ne jama'a? Sannan a zo a yi magana wani banza, sakarai shi ɗin ka fasa kama ni ko ɗaure ni, Allah ya tsine wa uwarka albarka. Me kuke wa mutane? Me kuke wa al'umma? Jama'a ba su da masu rayu? Ba ku da amfani ga al'ummarku, ba ku da amfani ga jama'arku. Wallahi ba mu da wanda zai tseratar da mu daga wannan bala'i in ba Allah ba. Shugaban ƙasa ya gaza, gwamnoni sun gaza, ‘yan majalisa sun gaza na tarayya da na dokoki, dokar ƙarya, dokar banza, dokar shan shayi da ɗiban kuɗin al'umma. Duk abubuwan da kuke mana al'umman Najeriya ta yi haƙuri, malamai su danna jama'a, su ce a yi haƙuri, a daure, a yi haƙuri. Sannan kuma rayuwar ma ba za a bari a yi ba. Duk abin da muka rasa mun haƙura, ana ta rarrashin al'umma, amma rayuwar ma a gagara yi. Rayuwa ba za ka rayu ba a Najeriya. Which kind of leadership we have in Nigeria? Wane irin shugabanci muke da shi a Najeriya? What is our people done to deserve this? We are asking you, Mr. President. Me mutanenmu suka yi da suka cancanci wannan? Muna tambayar ka shugaban kasa da kai da cabinet ɗinka gabaki ɗaya. Me muka yi da muka cancanci wannan? Ba mu da ikon mu rayu, me za mu yi a duniyar? Me muke nema? Wallahi ‘yan uwa ba ku da wani koma bayan Allah. Ku koma ku roƙe shi. Shi ya tsayaratar da annabi Nuhu, ya tsayaratar da annabi Ibrahim. Ka duba dandazon Fir'auna da bala'in Fir'auna.
All right, with that, what I'm going to have to say with that is I'm going to send this to our Hausa program, later today for them to hate, because this is basically, he's talking about the frustration that is hanking everybody. I can't see Abahono. That's what our leader keeps saying, and I can't see Abahono because it's like, Ani Kufiziono now. You want Nigeria, keep on with your one Nigeria. Keep on with it. There's all this kind of noise. I wouldn't call it noise. The man is frustrated, and when you look at him, he looks quite decent. It's not like one of those alamajiris. He looks quite clean and quite decent. And very quietly, at least he spoke some parts in English, and we know he's frustrated. What kind of country is this? The presidency is incompetent. I'm reading everything that they are writing here, and I'm sure that my mother-in-law, whatever she is writing down, says she'll be jumping because she speaks the Hausa language very fluently. That's why she was born. They all grew up there, and the family, they all speak the language. So I'm sure wherever she is, I'm sure when I get out of studio, he's going to ask me, where did you get that from? Well, I got it from a friend. Somebody just inboxed it to me. So what we are saying is that everybody is frustrated. I can't see how go on. We are all in this. Our leader told them, said it from the beginning, everything you did to Biafrans will eventually get back to you. You are not going to be free. You are going to suffer exactly the same thing that we suffered. I was there. I knew what Kwashiorkor was. I saw it. I never suffered from it because I was already over. But the younger people, the people behind me, the families, older people also. And by the way, they thought when they said Kwashiorkor was not predominantly for the children because the children were the ones that were exposed to it. Everybody saw them on with the pot belly and all that. But there were elder people that suffered it too. At home, believe me sincerely, they were suffering malnutrition exactly the way the children were. These were people who were too old to go to the army, so they had no choice. They had to be at home. Most of them, the women, The women were even better because the women, even though they are old, most of them were still going out, to fend for the family because they were the ones that were really bringing money and bringing food to the home. The men, if you're strong enough to go out and fend for food, then you should be strong enough to be in the army. That's the point. So most of them hid themselves at home. Those who were not really, really old. When I say really, really old, I'm talking about people who were like in their 80s. Because if you were 70 years old at the time during the army, believe me sincerely, you definitely go into the army. I've seen so many things. Towards the end of the war, when I was in a convalescent camp in Newi, in Wafurizo school, that's where I was at the time. That was a training depot, but that was a convalescing hospital. It's kind of not hospital actually. When you get out of a hospital, that's where they put you. I was there towards the end of the war. I saw so many things. You see older people. When we put out a light, I said, you look at him, he can barely stand. He was most people. I saw Stephen Osadebe. It's a very funny story. I came out to the field with the commander and we're looking at the people that were supposed to join the army. Osadebe was there. Osadebe, the popular musician, he was he's a small person. So it's like I told my commander at the time, I said, Oga, Onya Akwa Stephen Osadebe. And the commander is from Onitsha. He said, Kirinke Okwa Osadebe. Say, Oga, the one that plays music. Say, Keneri, Oga Keneri and Agwefa. I don't forget that. Because the man was basically showing that he was sick. He said, I have this, I don't want to go to the army. So he was let go. So that when I'm talking about Kwashiorkor, let me not deviate from what I'm trying to say. Kwashiorkor was not affecting only the children. It was affecting the elderly people also. These are elderly, unspoken people that were in communities. Like I said, I was in Wafurizo for so I had the opportunity of going to my family. My home is quite very close to the school. So I was actually known in that area because I spent about almost 5 months there before the war ended. So what we are trying to say is that I can't see how Bagohano. All of them are going to suffer exactly what we suffered. You hear him, the way he's talking. Everybody's talking like Ndabarov because they do not know what to say anymore. They are putting their hands in places that there is a no-go area. Yesterday, I didn't see it, but I heard it partly that ECOWAS court or something like that commented on the Twitter that was banned. Now, Lai Mohammed is saying we did not ban Twitter. We only suspended Twitter. Let us listen to him. I don't know what the difference makes. Keep on tweeting, my dear brothers and sisters. Retweet if you cannot, because this thing is hurting them. Our leader said, I never paid attention to tweet until I heard it from our leader. I didn't know how important it was. That will tell you. Because Lai Mohammed is not talking about tweet now. He's talking about IPOB. I listened to it yesterday. He was talking to Parliament yesterday. According to him, that's what they said. And the people in the Parliament are sitting down there, and I was expecting one pertinent question. The only question somebody asked him was, why did you have to ban Twitter now? Is it because the president's tweet was removed? And when you spoke about IPOB and the rest of it, they've been prescribed, according to you, many, many months ago and many years ago. So why are you banning Twitter at this time? I was expecting somebody there to ask him this question. The so-called people you prescribed, did you really prescribe them? You went to court. You got a court injunction to prescribe these people. You have not gone to defend your case. For how long? These are people that I hate. When I see Parliament, when I see people like this, I just hate them. I just hate them because they are so stupid and so silly. They went to court. That's the normal Nigerian court. This is a very serious thing. They go to court, they say, we want to prescribe this, we have evidence. Okay, they gave you temporal injunction. Come back and defend it. How many years now? How many damn years now has this happened? Have they gone back to court? And you people sit down there and you're listening to this garbage and you're supposed to be lawmakers. Damn, let's listen to this. This is unbelievable, honestly.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, it is true that on the 4th of June, the federal government suspended indefinitely the operation of Twitter in Nigeria. And the reason we gave was that this suspension is because Twitter had made its platform the platform of choice for people promoting activities to destabilize Nigeria. That despite persistent calls on Twitter, they refused and made their platform available for separatist groups and people calling for the dismemberment of Nigeria. We also note in the same press release, we also said henceforth, all OTT, that's over the top, and other social media platforms, must register first as Nigerian companies and be licensed by the Broadcasting Commission before they can carry on any business as social media platforms. This was informed by the fact that we realized that many of the OTT social media platforms operating in Nigeria today are not registered in Nigeria. They make billions of naira out of our country. They pay no taxes. They employ nobody. So that is why we said that we are going to suspend one Twitter, and at the same time that all other social media platforms that are not registered in Nigeria must register. I know it's true, sir, that many Nigerians have accused the federal government of an attempt to stifle the media and free speech, and we say not at all. There is absolutely no intention on the part of government to stifle free speech or the media, because as you will see, while it is true that Section 39, of the Constitution, Sections 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41 of this Constitution actually provides for freedom of speech, but it's actually qualified. That's actually qualified. Mr. Chairman, honorable members, it is true that on the 4th, we had about 243 public properties destroyed, 200 brand new buses belonging to Lagos State government for the people of Lagos State were razed to the ground, 83 warehouses were vandalized, and yet Jack Dorsey crowdfunded the activities of ENSA. That's why we believe that Twitter's mission in Nigeria is suspect.
Suspect.
Now, honorable members, the rise to freedom of expression on the Twitter platform is further qualified by Section 45 of the Constitution in light of the provisions of Section 5, 1, and 2 of the Terrorism Act of 2011, which states that any person who knowingly, in any manner, directly or indirectly, solicits or renders support, A, for the commission of an act of terrorism, or B, to a terrorist group, commits an offense under this act. And honorable members, we all know that IPOP is proscribed by the High Court law in Nigeria, and yet it is the platform of choice through which IPOP directs its people to kill soldiers, to kill policemen.
Now, I want you to listen to this very carefully. This is the area where I am trying to lay emphasis on. IPOP, they said, has been proscribed. These guys went to court with their lawyer, with evidence, to go and tell the court, we have enough evidence to show that these people are XYZ, which is normal. And the court gives them instruction. Okay, we're going to give you temporal injunction. Come back and defend it. Have they gone back? No. And these are people sitting down there behind them listening to this garbage. Most of them are lawyers. Most of these politicians are people that have gone, that claim that they are intellectuals. The sons, senior advocates of whatever. That's what they claim to be. And they are all sitting down there and nobody's saying anything. You all know. How do you know? They don't all know. Tell them, mister, we don't know, because the court gave you time to come and prove your case. You've not gone there. You've run away from your own court. When will Nigerians wake up? When will these people stand up for their right and talk like human beings? You read this man sit down there and talk this garbage to you, and you're all paying attention. Let's keep listening, because like I said before, when I heard him say this, during the questioning, I expected somebody to ask him the question. How come you have not gone to court to defend your case against the IPOB? You proscribed them. You brought them in. God bless Trump. Because I said it here yesterday, I was having a very heated argument with somebody, and I said to the person, listen, when you criticize Donald Trump, I get so upset. He said, what has he done for Biafra? He has not done anything. But why I'm in this country talking today at this radio is because he didn't buy in the idea that we're terrorists. These people went to their kangaroo court. They observed an injunction to declare us terrorist organization. America said, no, they're not. They are not. They are freedom fighters. People don't see that. All they see is, has he given you Biafra? Get the hell out of my face. They're not giving us Biafra. Cannot give us Biafra. Nobody's going to give us Biafra. Our leader have told us. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is our guide. Just enable us. That's what we say. Enabling us doesn't mean that you have to give it to us. Because if that man had not opened up to say, no, these people are not terrorists, I will not be here. I will not be broadcasting on this radio. I will not have a bank account here. IPOB will not operate here the way they are operating. And the other parts of the world, they stepped up into it. So I am expecting these so-called lawyers in Nigeria, these people who call themselves intellectuals, to please ask a question. This man is saying something, you all know. He's smiling. For him, it's a joke. What kind of injunction did he get? Who gave him the injunction? You went to court. It's normal. It's done temporarily. Okay, I am going to... Oh, somebody's disturbing me at this morning. The line is not open yet, so I want people to let me talk, please. It's driving my line of thought. So what I'm trying to say is, they go to court, they seek injunction. Okay, we are temporarily... The judge said, okay, I'm going to give you come back and defend your case. None of them have gone back. And all of them are carrying this placard. The journalists behind him, I'm looking at it because it's a video. There are people sitting behind the members of parliament or whatever, and I bet you at least 60% of those sitting there are lawyers. Nobody is bold enough to wake up and ask a question. Isn't that something? To
burn correctional centers. And this is why Twitter's operation in Nigeria is inimical to our growth. So both in law, common law, and national security, we had to suspend the operations. So, Chairman, I'll round up by saying that even the position of the Companies Allied Matters Act is also supports our suspension of Twitter operation in Nigeria. Because the primary law governing the businesses in Nigeria is the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. As it regards, and that regard, they say that as it regards the operation of a foreign company in Nigeria, the law provides that a foreign company which fails to take necessary steps to obtain incorporation as a separate entity in Nigeria for that purpose, but until so incorporated, the foreign company shall not carry on business in Nigeria or exercise any powers of a registered company. That's the section 78(1) of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. Hence, flowing from the above, a foreign company like Twitter cannot be clothed with the legitimate rights to operate as a company registered in Nigeria, as they are not licensed, to so do. And honorable members, we talk about personal liberty. It's strike law, honorable members, that personal liberty can be suspended when the interest rights of the majority
Listen
is
to that.
at stake.
Listen to
and
this
here we're
email.
talking about the rights,
The
the
world is
security
listening
and
to you,
safety
my
of the
friend.
whole of
Keep
Nigeria.
talking. Keep rapping.
And this is why we submit Twitter. So both in law, in practice, in common sense, I believe that we are within the law to suspend, Twitter. And our position, honorable members, is also backed by the by the Cyber Space Act. And I would draw the attention of the honorable members to Articles 24, 25, and 26 of African Union on Cyber Security and Personal Data Protection. Article 19, 2, and 3 of the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and Sections 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Cyber Crimes Prohibition Act. This empowers the federal government of Nigeria to regulate and promote seeking for government dialogue. And just today, I did issue a statement in which I announced the government team that is ready to meet Twitter, chaired by my humble self with the Minister of Justice, Minister of Communication, Minister of Works and Housing, the Minister of Labor, State Labor, and I think, yes, and some, agencies of government. When I leave here, I intend to see whether we can have a preliminary meeting of that committee. So we hope that the committee will be able to move fast, and that but it has got to a stage after persistent appeal to Twitter, and we saw how policemen were being killed, how soldiers were being targeted, how Christians and they were using Twitter. That's so it says that we say enough is enough. Honestly, like I say, we have no.
I want to ask you a question, Mr. Lai Mohammed. They're killing police, they're killing the army. Yes. Are these people policemen? These are terrorists that you gave uniform to wear like policemen. You think we're idiots? All the people you took out of the army that you called them Boko Haram, that you jailed and brought them out of prison, where are they? These are the people that you are putting in the streets, pretending that they are policemen, pretending that they are soldiers, they are wearing uniform. Let them kill them. We don't know who is killing them anyway. It has nothing to do with Twitter. Twitter didn't create the unknown gunmen whom I personally pray for every day for them to carry on what they are doing. I don't know who they are. We don't know who they are. But it's the people that they are killing their families. You think they're going to keep quiet? You are creating these monsters that is destroying you. I can't see you now going on. There is nothing you people can do to stop what is going on. As long as you go out there in the street and put your people in the street to be killing these innocent people, there you will always have the unknown gunmen. Of course. These are young people that are there in their families. You come in there, you rape their mother. You come in there, you kill their parents. And you think they're going to walk away and leave you alone? Come on. They will come after you. You will never know who they are. You can create and say whatever nonsense you have. You can go out there and get innocent people and parade them as people that you have caught. Forget about it. The unknown gunman is not going to stop. He's not going to stop. You created the monster. You created this great monster that is eating you up. And it's not going to, talking is not going to stop it. You're stopping Twitter. Because you think you're going to kill and bury. Forget about it. Don't forget that Biafrans we are all over the world. Wherever we are, we're going to tweet. You are joking. You're making a joke. Twitter wants to be honest with you. They know that everything about you is fake. That's why they moved to Ghana. They took their headquarters to Ghana. They can't stay with you. We are watching Facebook. They are going to move too. Just don't worry about it. When the money that they gave Zuckerberg is finished, he's going to move. Watch. I can't see you. They are going to move very, very soon. Watch it everywhere. It's going to happen. Regardless of what you think. I'm expecting the lawmakers especially that sit down there. Because listen to this, okay, normally when they talk in parliament, this is another one that I observed. Most of the time, when he's saying something very important, the chairs are empty. Today I am seeing a full load. Behind him are people wearing masks that are listening to the garbage that he's saying because he's talking arrant nonsense. It's not making any sense. They have tried to buy Twitter over, and Twitter says no. They want to be dignified. They want to be an honest and sincere people and do their business. That's why they took off from Nigeria. They went to Ghana because that's where your hands will not extend to them. You cannot gag them. You cannot tell them what to do. That's social media, for God's sake. That's what they call them, social media. They're supposed to be able to operate freely. They are not telling anything that is a lie. They are telling the truth. They are reporting the truth. And this is what you hate. If you think that Twitter is reporting anything false, go to court. Take them to court, international court, and say you're making a false report. And they will come in there and prove themselves that they are not making any false report. You have lost it. You are calling the people that are supporting you. This is an organization that you created. You have your BBC, your NBC, or whatever you call them, with people that you put in there that will see the truth and cover their eyes. That will see the truth and don't speak about it. That will see the truth and hide under the bushel as if there is something happening. People are killing, you get innocent people, you are starving them, you're killing the Christians, you are ravaging people's lives, you're going to the bush and cutting off heads and everything, and none of you have been able to tell the world that these are Fulani headsmen. The world already recognizes them as the fourth most terrorist organization in the world. And none of you change the name to bandits. They make all the television stations call them bandits. Make all the radio stations that you are under your control to call them bandits. Twitter will come out and say, no, they are Fulani headsmen. That's why you don't like them. They are trying to. What do they stand to gain by bringing your country down? They are telling the truth the way it is. You are a terrorist government, and they know that. They know that. They have studied you. They are not. They see you more than you see yourself. You are within this enclave and you think that nobody's seeing you, the world is seeing you. Thank God for Twitter. They will continue, and all of us are going to continue tweeting. You can ban them all you want in your damn zoo. It doesn't have anything to do with us. We will tweet. We will retweet. Why are you afraid if your hands are clean? If you are very innocent, why are you scared? Allow people to report. If they report anything that is false, go to court. Take them to court. They are doing something that is inimical. Inimical to what? They are by telling the truth? By telling you that Fulani headsmen are cutting people's heads and raping women and children? Is that false? Is it a lie? Why are you crying over it? They are telling the story the way it is. And that is keeping you very restless. But you know something, whatever you do, whatever you move in, we are Biafrans. We will always be ahead of you in anything we do. Today, Twitter is for you. You know, you rush. Got Facebook, paid off Zuckerberg to be able to get off. When we put in a little thing in they just take it off, or they suspend you. They give you 1 month suspension and all that. You tried it with Twitter, it didn't work. Now they've run out of your grips. You can't grip them. You cannot grease their hands. So that is the problem that you have. Let me add this a little bit more because I really want our people to listen to what is going on out there. Like I said yesterday, I've not gotten the clip yet, but as somebody said that ECOWAS court said it is illegal. They cannot do what they have done. But for me, whether they do it or don't do it, I'll keep on tweeting. He also I don't really understand it because for me, it's like something in the cyberspace. They want to gag social media. And very funny thing is happening here that we don't even listen to. Yesterday, I heard an actor, it's a comedian actually. Is he a comedian? No, I think an actor, criticizing, it was Oyedepo or something like that, about this social media thing. That he saw where he tweeted that social media can be controlled and all that. You know, controlling or banning, whatever you are doing, if you don't allow people to express themselves. And it's so funny because most of these people that are talking are people that have used the social media to expand their own business. How would I know about most of the churches if not by social media? How? So for a pastor to come in and say social media is because they criticize you. If they say something about you that is not right, like I said, defend yourself. We have the court of law. Go out there and defend yourself. But sometimes most of these things that they say about people, you better leave it alone. Because the moment you want to, when I picture say I want to happy picture or something. When you keep on dragging on going to these things, you make it more popular. If they talk about you, you are in the public circle. People can talk about you. People can say things about you, but sometimes you ignore it. When you ignore it, it's going to happen. What haven't been said, you take the people in the world. Anybody that is popular, he has people that are talking about him. And if they don't talk about you, that means that you're a dead person. You're not alive. Because as long as you're alive, people will talk. People will talk. Believe me sincerely, they will say all kinds of things that you'll be wondering, is it me they are talking about or somebody else? But it is normal. Don't let it bother you. As long as your hands are clean, you don't have to worry. All this jumping up and down that they are doing, sweating. Look at the man himself. Look at him, Lai Mohammed. He is just kind of derailed and confused. He doesn't really know what to do.
We all know responsibility to Twitter. It's not registered in Nigeria. It does not employ in Nigeria. It does not pay taxes in Nigeria. If Nigerians do make money through Twitter, unfortunately, Nigeria has to be a country first before they can make that money. And like I said, there are other platforms available to them.
Yes, they advertise on Facebook now.
If we're able to resolve this matter quickly, they will resume the use of Twitter. Yeah. There's the question about what is NBC doing, what is NBC and NCC doing to checkmate the platforms as regulators. I know that both NCC and NBC monitor on a daily basis, not just these platforms, but the entire broadcast, environment. But the thing about social media is that it caught the entire world by storm. As we speak today, UK, EU are all struggling to come by with laws to regulate social media. Australia, Singapore, same. Now, it's because the thing about social media is that when they came, they were neither communication nor information. So they were operating under the radar. And it's only recently that governments all over the world started realizing that, wait a minute, these people are doing business, they're not licensed, neither here or anywhere in the world, and they say, no, this must stop. And you are causing a lot of trouble is too small a word. Look, it was said that Hillary Clinton lost the last election because of social media. It was fake news. The first fake news was that she was suffering from very bad health. Second was that she had ties with the terrorists. And I think the third fake news was that the Pope did not support her, or that the Pope supported Trump. And these were all fake news. So the issue of fake news is not today, and the struggle to regulate social media is not today. We'll continue, both NBC and both NCC. And that is what the first thing we said today is that all online medias come and register. Let's even know who you are. They will say, these are the rules, these are the do's, these are the don'ts. But like I said, it's not peculiar to Nigeria. Even UK now is trying to regulate its social media. EU is trying to regulate social media. France recently fined Google $267 million for anti-monopoly, antitrust. So it's not unique to Nigeria, but we'll continue to do our best. Why ban Twitter outright without giving them time to put right whatever is wrong? We don't even know them. They're not even registered with us. They are known to us in law. And like I said, honestly, it's suspension, not ban. But again, like I said, we have several times asked them to remove certain tweets that we found offensive, that we found was not in the interest of Nigeria. did we have to wait for Mr. President's tweet to be put down before acting on the issue of social media? I said it again. That's not this. Then what is the duration of the ban? I've answered it also. That we hope that from today we're able to engage them.
All right, let's stop that. My point is that when I took up this clip, I was thinking of in terms like the people that are sitting down there. When he said something about IPOB, he said, you know, that the IPOB is a secessionist organization. That is the people that are proscribed, and they are all sitting down there. Who prescribed them? It was the temporal thing that they gave you. You have refused to go to court to defend your own. Anyway, we are still operating in it. Who cares? The truth is that we are here. We are going to operate regardless of what they say. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, Iteriji, Iterotazi. In the end, Biafra will come. Our Biafra will be here with us sooner than we expect. All we need to do is keep our fingers crossed. Stop worrying about our leader, whether it comes to on air or not. There are so many things that he has already said. He has covered every single thing that is necessary to be covered. And I'm sure that each time we are relaying the old programs, if you have not been somebody who has been very glued to Radio Biafra, please do so. Come over and listen to what our leader have said in the past, because nothing has changed. He is still here with us. There is no problem. Somebody said, I hope there is no problem. I don't know why you are expecting problem. That he didn't talk for 1 day or 2 days doesn't mean anything. The man has been talking. And my mother-in-law always asks me, because each time she hears him on the radio, she tends to think that she's making the broadcast live. For her, every time he's talking, so, but just like everybody else. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that we are here to stay. There is nothing anybody can do to stop us. We are Biafrans. We are resolute. Keep your eye on the ball. You have been told to do the psalm prayer every single day. Do each psalm each day. That's what you should concern yourself with at this time. Stop worrying about whether our leader comes on air or not. He is going to come on air when the time is appropriate. When the time is proper, he will be here with us. And because he's very, very much with us, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us. It's Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. All hail Biafra. That's what we're talking about, and that's exactly what's going to be. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. The lines are open. Let's have a conversation this morning. Just tell me anything that is trending out there with you, but bear in mind that what we're talking about this morning is that there's no problem with no wahala at all. Our leader hasn't come on air yesterday as some people thought he was going to do. Be very careful about fake news, because there's so many people are hacked here and there. They hacked even his. He has so many Facebook pages now. I don't know which one is real, which one is real, and which one is not real. But the truth is, when you look at the number of followers, that will tell you exactly which one is real. So our leader will come with us when he's ready to come with us, and there is no doubt about it. Call us. The line here is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, +1 929-406-9953. Call us. The line is open for you.
Recognize Afambu don keke cha ibo kwenu woke wanyi biri kwene chenji goma famona tu iwakona ebobola yeje sonya sulibo bika bola wana kwe manewe fonanya no fobi nema wane nime wane mafota mefono wane kolia na zumeya wane o mata no nwelo wane ya bi feji malibo wana kwe manonya mona libo tona libo azona libo kwese nema ni feji malibo bona Azogi megine Jonyozo Enyegi megine Jonyozo Obi feji malibo Jonyozo Asenani gwebike Jonyozo One irija for one bull on ye we take it. Kedi koka di no samoto ki baby limpake. Umi bobiko no nye like a one yada. If for one ke bona banye loya koba. One also soon a Lagos of full bridge kanyincha shower. And the manacho pa yo mo ibo kanyincha yaza. Safari se mo one meso pelowa. Makaka like when no queue. Party says I'm law school. Every success will reduce. You don't go target.
Yes.
And national security and what they call the common law.
Yes.
It goes to show you that these people don't understand anything. And that is why we should make a haste to get out of this country.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
I've read loud and clear, sir. The world is listening.
Excellent. Now, let me go into why I actually called. It is the issue of the mixed race has been coming up on our radio station. People have used those languages that we are not known for. And I just wanted to say that also has come from the IPOB hierarchy, and I have had people use, half black, half white, and so on. We should desist from using those kind of words. I've also read from the Facebook where people have said there was a soldier who fought with you, our fathers, when you fought this war, who came from London here to go and fight for his land in the 60s. I mean, when you were there. I read from where somebody was describing them as mulatto. This is uncalled for. Are we going to deny our own and call them mixed race? Do people already understand what that means? And mulattoes. This is a caste system. I'm talking from a lawyer's perspective.
Yes.
And that nonsense should start. Should stop. What type of Biafra are we trying to build? Are we trying to deny our own blood? Or are we trying to create divisions, which is what that is? I've just said it's a caste system. Those of you who live in South Africa, USA, and London should know more about what I'm trying to say. If people don't really understand what it is, they can contact people like us to educate them on what they are using. I am an Aba brought up. We grew up in Aba. We are growing up with a girl whose mother was white. We didn't know what the difference was then. Until, we came to this country and people are dividing and creating and doing all sorts of things. So I'm saying that is not acceptable. In this platform that we are using to bring ourselves together and not to divide ourselves. They are our sons, they are as black as you are, as simple as ABC. If people don't understand what they're saying, because what is happening is you are creating divisions, and these people are now, some of them are thinking that they're not part of us. And that is wrong. And these people are we are, as our sons, they are also ready to come home and fight. That is one point I wanted to make.
Just
now, the second point.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, finish up.
You want to say?
Yeah, I want to say something, but just keep talking. Let me listen more.
Right. Okay. The second point I want to say is about the broadcast. I do, in fact, like what our leader Nnamdi Kanu has done now. This, constant broadcast is not. Let us learn from our eternal Ozibondo, Nayojuku. When he never spoke, he takes his time to come and speak. And when he speaks, Nigeria shakes. That is why you see when he was alive, and I'm sure now he's still there. Some people are still religiously lifting their pillow before they go to bed, these Nigerians, to see if he's there. So it's quite important. And you as Naya Ike does. You are in the music industry. Let us not play his voice too much. Any music that you play too much loses its taste and its quality. Let us try and do that. Let us try and bring other platforms. Like I've seen other things people are doing. We can allot them those times and then play his voice when we need to. That is what I want to say on that. Lastly, what we as Igbo, we as Biafrans, we live as a unit. And I wanted to say that the elder thing should be brought into our system of IPOB. Elders like yourself, who are trusted, tested, and trusted, so that the decisions doesn't sound like it's one person doing it. We do it the way we do it at home, but then we do it as IPOB. And then what that means is that because I've listened to people who are, frustrated, who have ideas to give, but they can't reach Nnamdi Kanu. So that this and people can be able to reach the leadership through this and then make decisions. If there is a warring decision that we need to make, we make. If there is a peaceful decision we need to make, going to war decision and peace decision we need to make, we make it as a unit. So, and then again, I also want to say that my disappointment that the IPOB leadership has not, and then Nnamdi Kanu, takes more of this, come out to ban the eating of Nama. Fulani Nama in Igbo land. That should happen. We all know the story of Dr. Martin Luther King with the bus boycott, because it's an economic boycott. And then we also know of a person called Rosa Parks. Right? So we really need to hit on this people. We don't really know what they are putting in these numbers how people are eating. Now, when you pick up a phone and talk to somebody at home, you're not talking, their senses now, I don't know, I don't understand. Now, so we need to do that. He needs to do that. It's not something you should leave for people to decide. Or people, will come here and say, people should stop eating that. We should make it as him himself, because that's him right now. If he doesn't understand, it's him that our people are following. It's him that our people are listening to. They are not listening to the governors or anybody. They are only listening to Nnamdi Kanu. Let him come on the radio and say to people, stop eating. Nama is banned. Eating of Nama is banned. And I want to commend people of Ohafia for doing that. I've just heard people say that. I haven't actually ready to confirm it, but I trust on Ohafia people that they will do something like that. They have banned it in their community that nobody uses Nama for any ceremony or anything. So let us follow that. I will leave you there, and then maybe if you have another comment, you should let me know.
All right. Thank you very much. I've been listening to you. I wanted to give you the chance to speak and say what you want to say. First, let me address the first issue. You spoke about mulatto, people being called black, half caste or something of that nature. I don't know where the idea is coming from, but I've been on this platform. I don't think we discuss issues of castes. I don't know, maybe you heard it in other platforms, but I wouldn't say you are not telling the truth. But the truth is, yes, I have not heard them, and I'm not used to talking about issues like that, because it has nothing to do with what we're doing. We're all Biafrans. Yes. It doesn't matter where you were born, whether you are born in Jericho, your skin is white, and if you come out today and tell me your name is Okechukwu, even if you are the whitest of the whitest man and your name is Okechukwu, you are a Biafran. As far as I'm concerned, we don't look at those issues. I don't know where the idea comes from. And then one is our speech of our leader. What happens here is that we want Radio Biafra to be on 247. Anytime that the platforms are not broadcasting, we go back to our archives to get back the programs that he has relayed, and we put them back. It can never be enough. Believe me sincerely, if you listen to most of the broadcasts, you are here. It's like you talk about music. Let me put it this way. I am singing a song in a particular music. and then I'm singing a song in another music. It doesn't stop you from listening to the music again because you have heard my voice before. What you're hearing is his voice, but the content of the voice is quite different. What he's saying is entirely, we're not just repeating like a broken record, repeating the same thing. No. We go to the archive. He's made broadcasts since 2014. There are people who are new in IPOB who have not heard it. So we put it in there when there is space for it. That's the point. We don't just put it and leave it there. No. We have times that we take up broadcasting. We have South Africa. We have Biafra land. We have USA 1 and 2. So we are here. When we are not on air and the space is there, we slot in our leaders from our broadcast for those who are very new in the organization. You might hear the voice and think it's because you're tired of this voice, but if you listen to the content of what he's saying, it's quite different in each case. We don't just... Then reaching our leader, this has the third point that you raised. You know, as a lawyer, that it's not easy. Easy lies the head that wears the crown. Nnamdi Kanu, to reach him is not that difficult, but people thought things is very difficult. If you call the radio, like as you're calling right now, and you have issues, and you raise these issues, trust me, even if Kanu is not listening, somebody out there is listening, somebody's going to give it to him. We are too many, we are millions. If it starts taking information from each person, I'm going to hang around the whole day because it's not easy. But when the information comes, the fact that he doesn't act, it's like in the zoo. Let's take an example. We broadcast every day. People are pretending as if they're not hearing us. Believe me, the zoo is acting on what we say, which means somebody's listening.
Of course.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. When you call in, Nnamdi Kanu will automatically hear it, even if he doesn't hear it directly. That he does not act on it at that material time does not mean that he has pushed it aside. No. Everything has, even explain Usoro. When the time is proper, he's going to definitely act on that. So, and then IPOB about cow eating in Nama.
Yes.
This is something that we have even said it here millions of times. But maybe the way you said it, maybe you said it, maybe the way you said it is that we are following him, so he should make it just come in and say it totally banned. Any community Nama ceremony is banned in Biafra land. I think that makes that will probably add more effect to it. But my brother, because you have to talk.
They will hear because it's an economic. You are now feeding these people who are coming to us and killing us. Yeah. You are feeding their economy, feeding their pocket. Each Nama you buy is an AK-47. People should look at it from that perspective.
Yes.
But as you just rightly pointed out, what I wanted to correct is, what I wanted to add to what you just said before I drop is the question of, let me start with the question of this mixed race thing. I've had it from Naikwa Lozie. He called it half black, half white. I've had it from OK Foreign. And I've heard it from somebody else. I'll just leave it for now.
All right.
Now, coming to the broadcast question. No, I'm not saying that it should not be broadcasted. I mean, these broadcasts are actually recorded.
Yes.
Anybody who says they cannot go and lift them is deceiving themselves. They are all there. But all I'm trying to say is that we should, first of all, not overplay them. I didn't say not to play them. Don't overplay them. There are programs like what, for instance, I'll give you an example. What Ngwa Boy is doing, that radio, that is very nice. On Wednesdays from Naikwalozie's program. Now, what we should do is to bring him in, at least give him enough time to do what he's doing. Because if you can see what he's doing, a lot of people are responding, especially Ebonyi people and Ngwa people. So it's interesting a lot of people. Having said that, the other thing is to do with the what you just mentioned. Yeah, just right as I said. All I said about the Nama thing is let him come as a leader. Let him come and make a declaration to say that should not happen. Nobody should be buying them.
Yes.
Then, so that if anybody goes against what he's saying, the community is there. That person will pay the price. That is what I can say on there. And on the point of what you just said as a father, everybody is Igbo, Biafran, or anything. No matter where you come from, people should not come here and start using those words as segregating us and dividing us. This is what the white man uses. It's a caste system. People don't understand it. You know, they just use that word like that. But it's a caste system here in London, in Britain. So we know this. And if we are preaching against caste issues and stuff like that, we shouldn't follow people just because they speak English. You cannot, follow them because they just say something. And then you follow them, the white man said it must be right. No, it's wrong. You can have, for instance, a Biafran blood and they say it's something else. And we don't want that to happen.
Yes.
I think that's where I have. I think
Thank you.
Yolanda understood my point.
I understood you very well.
Thank you, and please keep up the good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We are still taking calls. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, my name is Valentine. I'm calling from Ghana.
Welcome to the program.
I heard everything that played on the radio, and I so much appreciate for telling us the truth, because many things here I know, most especially the one the Hausa man speak, the Hausa that he speak. That's the only thing that I came for. The man, what is happening in our country now, most especially the Hausas, they are not happy. The real Hausas, they are not happy because what is happening in Nigeria, the Fulanis, they cover the Hausas. And some of them, when you stand up and make a noise, definitely you will be a dead man. That is the reason why some of them, they keep silent. They don't want to come out and say the truth. But those that are coming out to say the truth is those that some of them, they have suffered. They don't have any other hope to come out and say the truth. That's the only thing. The guy that said that, I so much thank him for saying the truth, because people are dying in that zoo called Nigeria. People are dying. So I want to greet everyone and greet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for making us, open our eyes and know many things happening. So Mazi, I thank you very much for giving us this good program this afternoon. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. All right, Dewo. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, +1 929-406-9953. And the line is still open for you. Just make your calls anytime you're ready.
Brother, there is no vacancy. Brother, come back on in your work. Get you done. There is no vacancy. Come back on in your work.
Sorry, one day, a popular yet so nasally will pick up all I want to pay my name with for Nanya no phobia. Name one name for Tame for no one, Koya Nazumea, one no matter no well, one day I'll be Fiji Mali. One Aquima Nonya Mona Libotona.
He's a good listener. He's been listening to our radio, and I applaud him for that, because this morning what he is saying with regards to this calling people that are not completely mother father Biafrans, maybe mulattoes and rest of them was mentioned in Ikechukwu's program this morning. Yes, it did. It was mentioned. And then I'm glad that he is a good listener. He listens to Radio Biafra. I applaud him for that. Now, the one thing I would like him to know is that we are in a freedom fight. In a freedom fighting, it's pretty much like a military setup. It's not actually a democracy. His ideas will come up when we finally got Biafra. But for now, you need that central command and control so that things will flow. Otherwise, you have people with different ideologies who will come in. One thing that I so much appreciate him for saying, which I have been hammering for many years, is that our leader must take up the microphone and come out and tell us where we stand on this NAMA. We need, just like he said, if he can call for a sit down and everybody will comply, Why hasn't he come up on the radio and tell us we must boycott this NAMA on the issue of economics? United States of America, if you offend them, the first thing they do is to hammer sanction on you right away. That's what we should be doing. We cannot be patronizing people that are killing us, harming us, and trying to undo us. It does not make sense. I have said it before. The number one weapon we haven't used it. Boycotting of their products. NAMA in particular. We know how much money that our people are spending in ceremonies buying this NAMA. So what are we waiting for? Why is authority waiting for to make this declaration that we shouldn't be buying this NAMA? Because it's killing us. Nobody, just like he rightly says, these people can conjure something. The way our people are behaving, okay? I have seen a NAMA, a full animal standing on top of NAMA, kneeling down and praying. And the NAMA is as calm as a storm. What do I say? You know, my brother, we really need to do that. Other than that, I don't see anything wrong in what our leader is doing with regards to what he says. Yes, we are in a freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is not a democracy. But I can understand that our leader can take some advice as well. Thank you very much, Dr. Ipira. God bless you for a wonderful program this morning. I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, we have, like my brother just saying, this is everybody is talking. Our leader is listening. If he's not listening, somebody's listening for him, because we are the ones that he's guiding, and his leadership is not just walking and then leaving us behind. No, we say something, and if it's something that is doable, he will do it. Definitely do it before you know it. All right, caller, good morning. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? Your line is still open. Good morning. Welcome. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Apira, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Biafrans. Pastor Jack on the line, and I just wanted to add my voice this morning.
There we go.
First of all, I'll start with Lai Mohammed before I get to the data. Now, you see, even when Lai Mohammed is talking, you can see the ignorance in him, or the ignorance all over him. He doesn't know what he's talking. You know, they have been looking for a way to muzzle social media.
Yeah.
Because it beats their imagination that they cannot control or censor social media. All the while, there have been tyranny have been enthroned in Nigeria's so-called democracy. It has been military rule all the while. It was only made known after the death of Buhari and IPOB took the bull by the horn. That is why people began to realize. So they just did it a kind of a wolf in sheep's clothing, where you be thinking they are practicing democracy, whereas what they are practicing is a tyranny. So you see what, like they just said of recent, if you made WhatsApp, Instagram, they will also shut all those ones down. So what are they? Because see if they can be able to shut internet down in the contraction. That is just what they are doing. So that the atrocities, you don't know the impact of what we are doing. The e-warriors, because everybody, every freedom fighter here, both in Biafra land and outside Biafra land, we are all journalists.
That's right.
So you don't know the impact of what we are doing, have been making. It's hitting them hard, because no matter how much they muzzle NBC and the rest of them, they cannot match us, because per seconds we are writing, we are tweeting, Instagram, every. So it's getting overwhelmed on them. They can do nothing. So the only way, as they have been advised, to achieve their heinous plan is to cut off the internet, because it cannot regulate all these social media. You are not the one that established them. Neither do you have the law that is guiding them or that is regulating them. So he cannot do that. So all those lies out there he was making do not hold water. If Donald Trump, the most powerful president in the whole world, was removed from banned from Twitter and Facebook, who is dead Buhari that they are masquerading on his behalf? Who is Nigeria? And he signed He said United Nations Convention Acts and Charter, and you are meant to abide and obey it. You are coming here to talk rubbish. And they're talking to Nigerians as if the people in Nigerians, they don't know anything. Of course, they don't know anything because they have not been taking action. That is why these terrorist government are taking them head on and dealing with them mercilessly, and they don't have anything to do except when IPB came. Now, having said that, I want to touch at what our brother just said before our brother Ben Okafor came. First of all, one of our brother from I think from Akwa Ibom the other day, Mazi Iyke, that was on your program. When he came, it was I don't know the way he was talking. I was even surprised. I was asking, "Are you really sure this guy listening to Radio Biafra?" He said he did a feasibility study. I was just at a point I can't hold myself. I said, "What is this guy talking about? Who told you they are making Biafra of a thing Igbo affair? Are you sure you are a disciple of this University of Radio Biafra at all? Or did you just wake up and made a call? What are you saying? Don't you see what is happening in Akwa Ibom and the other part of coastal region of Biafra land? Are you just a new person coming to air to just, or do you just want to draw attention? I don't just get it. Now, going to the first caller here, what he said. You see, the issue of Nama you just mentioned, I think some of us hold that view. But at the same time, I also think, you know, Biafran people, they are most difficult people on the surface of the you are dealing with or treating as regards to our people. You are not careful, it will backfire. When it backfires, they will just behave the same way the children of Israel did when Moses was leading them out of the land of Egypt. At the point they say Moses was trying to take food away from them, they started blaming Moses and all that. At the point Moses, even when Moses went to get the 10 Commandments, at the point they changed, they left that person that was leading them all the while suffering. They have to divert and start and mold a calf and start worshiping him. So when it comes to that area, you will convince our people beyond every reasonable doubt. Step by step, they will drop it. It's one day. It was being preached, ministered on this platform. People saw the need. Gradually. We were never having the same compliance every year until this year. We recorded more than 100% compliance. So step by step, you will make everything known to our people. Now, on the issue of caste, I don't think the issue of caste, we treat it on this platform.
No.
I don't think and I also think there are issues we don't bring here for now, so that we don't complicate what we're doing. Our focus is on Biafra restoration. Everything that borders Biafra, there will be policies, there will be law that we deal with them. That is very, very important. Well, there are some of these brokers that I might not have listened. Either I'm at work, I'm doing something that have taken my attention away. So that day I listen to it becomes a new day for me. And it's going to make a different meaning to me. So if you say it should not be playing, I don't think for me he's right. It should be playing. There are people. I had one of our brothers one day called on the radio. Okay, that was a Mazi Jonathan. And he was asking himself, where was he all this while that all these messages were being preached? So there are several things that some people have not heard from this platform. Or they have said it here, but they have not heard it. So the day you hear it becomes a new day for you. So it is encouraging that they play and replay them so that those of us that have not listened to some of them, we listen to them and add them to our own archive, our own Medina Blanketa. It will now sum up to what we already know and push us ahead. So I don't think being silent, because most time people that are broadcasting, they are also busy doing many things. So while they still do this work, they still do other things. So when there are these spaces, they slaughtering most of this program in the past from our leader, and we listen to them. Some of us will let many things out to the one who know already. I think this might just say addendum to this whole thing. Thank you, Mazi, Dr. Iyke.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, plus 19294069953. What I will do right now is I'm going to take a very, very short break, and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
Biafra is a Mazi Iyke, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One cannot be two.
Igbo azọ na Igbo kwesịrị ịma na ife ji mara Igbo bụ na azọ gị mee gịnị onye ọzọ enye gị mee gịnị onye ọzọ ọ bụ ife ji mara Igbo onye ọzọ asị na Igwe bụ ike onye ọzọ nwanne iri ji afọ nwanne bulo na ọya ewute gị kedu ka ọ ka gị na-esa moto gị bebili mpa gị ụmụ Igbo biko na onye kwela ka nwanne ya daa efo nwanne ka ebe ọ na-agbanyelu ya ka ọ baa nwanne ọsọsụ na Lagos ofu briji ka anyị ncha shawa andị ma na chụpa ya ọmọ Igbo ka anyị ncha ya aza safari si m nwa mesokwele ụwa maka kalake nwelo Q pati sensa blood school every success will reduce don't go put on nwa m use ori ya too nwanne after my letter to Fino ka nlele onwe m na miro n'onwe manya to onwe maka will make it a hero when they say they don't believe I believe in myself but my fans and my friends and my fans and my pamoka bands you go moki can no street I can ebekwa nkwa nini kwena nye na hood I can echekwa akwisi na nyebela nige settle the matter na nige take any person na wa matter be your matter na Malaysia no my people can no street I can eleka azọ gị mee gịnị onye ọzọ enye gị mee gịnị onye ọzọ ọ bụ ife ji mara Igbo onye ọzọ asị na Igwe bụ ike onye ọzọ si asị na-echi dị ime mana ifo ya mụ n'elu ụwa dipend onye tụgharịa ibute ọlụ kụrụ akụ na hud anya arụgharịa listing na kemi the game as a student learning every day na how to study subject nne m sị m nwa m biko never to relent ife ọbụla na-eme n'ụwa gị put Jehovah first nwa m n'ife mụ na-agwa gị put Jehovah first put Jehovah first on and on. In my mona get no question no quite like you want. If you get me now, tomorrow go be my turn. How you gonna feel when you see me carry gun? See, on and on. In my mona get no question no quite like you want. If you get me now, tomorrow go be my turn. How you gonna feel when you see me carry gun? Shout out to Mazi Iyke, Igbo TV. One balance and one ne. Prophet Rolex Kibo. Inside life my G. One ne believe quick. Apam, I see you. Vi DC, home of laughter and pa. Shostan, I see you. I know the people where they support me. Chineke goes.
So Jack, God bless you. Actually, anytime I hear your voice, where he just nailed it. But there's this little thing I think. Our brother who really made a statement, who really made a comment on repeating our leaders' broadcast often. Actually, he has, from my own this thing, I think there's a point he wants to make it that our leader should be presented uniquely. That whenever anybody hears his voice, I understand his own part. But there's one thing I also want to see if the media can also enjoy it, because there are some news. For instance, there's something going on in social media of how our people are thanking ESN and IPOB of having paved a good way for the farmers to go back to the farm. It's a good news. Sometimes we have most of this news. We know that the mainstream media in Nigeria will not air all this good news that will promote what IPOB is doing. If we also can make a way that, like this, our Egon brother that broadcasts with Mazi Jonathan, that's one thing he does. At the end of his speech, he will sort of read out some news that is in line with what we are doing, because many people are listening to our broadcast, as all the previous callers said. If they are not listening, even Nigeria, not even your own, anytime you are broadcasting, they are listening, because from that place, from what is happening now, will show to you, even the confession of that Mumu man, Lai Mohammed, will tell you that they listen word to word. In fact, I think they even assigned some people to be listening to Radio Biafra more than even the IPOB members. They don't miss any broadcast. So sometimes those people, because they are listening, they need to be hearing all those things. Like most of those good news from Ebonyi, Enugu, and all this. Let it not be that every time, because they have the media, and when they say they are doing this, like the army, whatever, that went to Imo State and was saying that army need to double and all this. We need a news that will counter to boost the morale. People look at what people and all this. Yes, we know they have the media in Nigeria, but we have it in the world. So those ones also can fill in the gap of sometimes if you don't tend to maybe if you don't want to rebroadcast our leaders, or at least we have that news section of this, and the news must be primarily on what we are achieving and what we are doing, how people are feeling at home and other things. That's what I also want to. So yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Tell us. Oh, the call just dropped, unfortunately. Like I told you before, when people are talking, don't start calling, because by the time he's done talking, your line might go off, and have no control over that. So we're still taking calls. Call us. The lines are still open, very much open for you. 646 and 920-4541, 845-344. 7984 plus 19294069953. I have another one coming in at straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good afternoon from Biafra land.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling from Aba, Biafra land.
Yeah, well.
Mazi, yes, sir. Mazi, as it is today, our people could have known where we are heading to and what is going on within Biafra land, and the way our enemies are killing us. So-called politicians, they are the main hoodlums. If you come to checkmate what they are doing and the activities, when a politician was given, either governor or a senator, was given a priority to go and share to ordinary people, such a human being went and they hide such a thing. Then the people discover where they hide it and went and take it. You are telling it now that these people are the hoodlums, instead of you that hide what does not belong to you. These people, so-called our leader here, they are not doing anything for our safety. They are not doing anything to save the ordinary people. If you look at what so-called Ohaneze Ndigbo and the Eastern governors and all of them put together are doing. Look at the group that went for a meeting at Imo State. Call HAUSA people, they should bring budget, they should bring the loss of their goods, their amount. They should go and they checkmate and they collect and they tell them their amount, they are ready to pay them back. Such a thing. I was in Kaduna, 1992. There was Gangon Katapula. Many of our people was killed. 2001, 2000, there was a riot. Our people was killed. 2001, 2002, 2003. See, today as I'm talking to you now, not any of our brothers, many of our brothers lost their businesses. Many of them lost their businesses and lose their even life. Everything that was in that shop was burned down. Look at it. Our people don't have
this line. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi Dr. Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
God bless you, my brother. I really commend you and all the principal officers who are working tirelessly to make sure the so now.
Speak to through the prophet. But the same Israelite people are someone who raised a stone to stone the prophet and to kill the prophet. So no matter how we try to force them today, Jesus said, my
hear my voice. And when they hear my voice, they recognize my voice and they follow me. So anybody who hear the voice of Nnamdi Kanu, because when the Nnamdi Kanu is speaking, and all of you are speaking the mind of God. And anybody who is of the Lord must hear the voice, and they must recognize, and they must follow. So we are not force them to come to us. Everybody cannot come the same day. That's my own opinion. But all I have to say, my brother, let nothing weigh us down.
Thank you.
Whether we've been promoted in our work or we've been castigated. Bible says, count it all joy when you are going through that trial and temptation, because it's going to work out for good for you. So I believe Biafra restoration is imminent and is already there. That's why you look as if maybe we are fighting. What we are doing now is we are fighting the last battle. Yes. And the battle is not for us, but is of the Lord. What happened in the days of Jehoshaphat will repeat itself in the land of Biafra. The Nigerian military government, military terrorists, they will see the divine hand of God fighting against them this time around. They will not. They will see. We can't shoot anything, but they will come and they will die in Biafra land.
They will.
So my brother, I thank you very much for all your work, and because it's not easy. What I cannot do, if I see anybody doing it, brother, I have to share that person on, and I have to recognize it. You are blessed, my brother.
Thank you.
Keep it on, brother.
Thank you very so much. All right, I have another call coming in on Signal. Call on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. Ike. How are you, sir?
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. You're speaking to your brother Chidera, calling from my location.
There we
How are you, sir?
All right. Thank God for another day.
All right. Thank you, sir. Dr. Ike, I just want the two things. The first one is that just my colleague concern our brother who, I think the second caller or the first caller who complained. That is a trade. And personally, that is giving me concern. That even in the restaurant, even in the ordinary meeting, even anywhere you go meet, especially those who are not into IPOB, they want to be Biafra. They all love Biafra to come, but they find it in a way. I don't know whether they try to tease us or try to make some kind of, is it how you get that Biafra? Is it how the Biafra will come? Is it how we're going to behave in Biafra? Those kind of talk, I don't know about all that, but why should we be referring ourselves like that? We should be confident. There's somebody that came to teach us something, we marveled when we hear his voice. We are still learning. And there's no government yet. Nobody promised you that IPOB will be from A to Z. There is a political party. Ideas will come. Challenges will come. If Biafra is restored today, if IPOB decides to go into politics, that is one party. Just like you hear so many other parties, you hear Labour Party, you hear Democratic Party, you hear so many. So what I'm trying to say is that when somebody called, and when you meet your own comrade, when you meet ordinary Biafra, he said, what any small thing the person did, he said, is it how you're going to get that? Is it how you're going to behave in your Biafra? No, shouldn't be referring like that. Because that is, if you listen to somebody like Simon Epa, he mentions systematically where I am now. He shows something like that. When you got here now, if I buy a car in credit, you can say you're doing well in the next 3 years, 4 years, and they calculated to you that this car, okay, you can afford it. And the next 2 years, you can't afford it. Credit bureau will judge you, and if you can't pay, either you return the car or repossess it. If you take the car or sell it, you can't even sell the car because the original paper is not with you. Just a very simple example. So somebody should not be referring, and when you make a comment, you say, is it how you're gonna get your Biafra? Is it how you? It's a common thing now within. Any small mistake, they just refer you. Is it how you're gonna get your Biafra? Is it how you're gonna behave in your Biafra? Why I'm saying that he himself that complaining, you that the same statement as he's making call this morning. You cannot, if you do that now, he's now telling our leader to come up on A to ban the Lama. They will be the same one who will be asking, Nnamdi Kanu is authority. I have been in a meeting even about 2 weeks ago with so many big guys in Canada, who our village guys and our community were discussing the thing, and this issue came up. And all of them, these are not small children. As far as these people had left village when I was still in primary school, they have left, they have become a millionaire already. But they are complaining. Not that they don't need Biafra. Their complaint is that Nnamdi Kanu's way, the way he talks, is it if Nnamdi Kanu's kind of Biafra is not what they want? I don't know the kind of Biafra. About 90% of them are older than Nnamdi Kanu. They have never venture for this particular Biafra Nnamdi is doing now. You know, all of a sudden now, the same Nnamdi are now reviving Biafra. Eh? Biafra is like a man that is a warm way. Biafra is a warm way. So until he's ready to eat before he can say, okay, this food is ready. So Biafra you go a long time ago. Now warm water is too hot now. So stop making yourself look as if you are intelligent. Biafra culture. So stop that kind of word. I don't like it. So seriously, if you ask Nnamdi to come on the air now to go and say ban the Lama. You believe the song telling Nnamdi, you can't be or commanding us, it's a choice, democracy. You promise us. So where are we now? Are we a fool that you don't know that Nama is killing us? It must it come from Nnamdi? Where are the leaders? Where are the others? Must we now push Nnamdi for everything that when he say it, they will make that reference? Nnamdi is now authoritating telling us to eat Nama. They will still complain. Knowing that this Nama is the one contributing 95.5% of the killing in Igbo land. Let's take it easy with ourselves and take it easy with Nnamdi also. It's very paining me when everything must challenge to this particular man as if that 70 million goes as like some this will cure 9. Let all that will do that is difference. God bless you, doctor. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right. The point is, so all they will always complain, and I am of the opinion that our leader can make it official. Honestly, ban this Nama because there will always be people that will fight against it. Some people will say, why is he doing it? Oh, he's autocratic. It does not matter. Ban again. That's the part of it. Nobody seeks your opinion. We are still Nigerianized. Don't forget, we are not Biafrans yet. We are still that thing. I see Bruna from Nigeria. I see Bruna Zoo. Biafra land is going to follow us unless they start treating us like Imago. It's like somebody who has not walked. They may healing. Somebody has not walked for all his life. Then all of a sudden, he's going to start walking. You have to teach him how to walk. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. Say it. People will always complain. It doesn't matter how you do it. If you don't do it, they will complain. You do it, so do it and let them complain. Ban Nama. Make it official. I agree with that 100%. Even though now we know that it's something that is killing us. I don't eat meat. I have not eaten meat since I was 19 years old. Honestly, I don't. I just eat fish and that's it. And when I got married, I told my wife, this might be a problem for you, but this man abstains from meat. So if you want to cook your meat, you can cook it and put it on one side of the fridge. But not my food. Mine is fish. And everybody's now eating the fish. And fish is even more expensive than the meat. So I don't have no need for Nama. Also, Nama will eat itself because I don't have that kind of side. You don't need anybody to tell you that this is not good for you. But since we want to behave like children, we need somebody to tell us everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please ban it. Ban it. Ban it. Put it mayor official so we can carry it on. Because we are all still children. Like I said, we came out of Nigeria, we came out of the zoo. And for us to become real Biafrans, we are like an ice block. So we need to be melted. When you melt us, you reshape us. So what we're going through now is reshaping. That's what we're saying. Ban it. Ban Nama. We don't need it in Biafra land. Caller, good morning. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good house again. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu calling from Aba. There's something I forgot to tell our people.
Mazi, Mazi, I don't take calls from one person twice. You know that, right? In a
just
day.
A minute.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna allow it today, but next time please don't do it because once you call for a day, you say what you want to say and that's it. Go ahead, make it very brief.
Okay, sir. Sir, there's something I want to Mazi Iyke commented about it when he was having his program, either yesterday or this morning, about the way our people kill somebody that steal phone or steal Maggie or steal granite or this thing has become a very big problem in Aba. Look at Port Harcourt Road in Aba. Port Harcourt Road today remains for the photo because of innocent souls. During the time of all Joseph in Aba, many innocent souls that was killed by Bakati in Port Harcourt Road. Now, the souls of innocent ones are causing very big havoc today in Port Harcourt Road in Aba. Aba refused to be developed because of even politicians are people say that. What is happening in Aba because of innocent souls? Some people that just something that worth nothing, they just kill them. So it's an advice to our people. Stay away from innocent blood. Innocent blood have payback. It's on our alpha. When you kill somebody that is innocent, it's on our alpha. Or if it did not cut you up today, it will cut you up tomorrow. But you must not contribute in killing an innocent person, thinking that you are free. It is good. Stealing is not good. Taking something that does not belong to you is not good. But stealing like a phone does not warrant somebody's blood. Killing somebody on the street, burning somebody alive.